Good evening. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great. What about you, ma'am?
Awesome, awesome.
Okay. I have been waiting for you very long time, and I have watched you in another YouTube videos. That's why I
Okay.
wanted to talk with you. And finally, I'm meeting with you. I'm very eager to meet you. I'm very feel very excitement with meeting with you. Yeah.
Same here, same
Thank you
here.
so much. Thank you so much being on my channel and accepting my request. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Akanksha. Tell me.
Okay, ma'am. Just please, I would like to know about you little bit. So introduce yourself, ma'am, little bit.
Yeah, yeah. I'm Sheila. I reside in Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu, and by profession, I am a Hindi tutor. I conduct Hindi classes, both written and spoken Hindi classes for all age groups. This is about me.
Yes, ma'am. As you mentioned, you are a Hindi teacher, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
I think Hindi
I
classes.
think you are from South India. In which place,
Yeah,
ma'am? I forgot.
I'm Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu.
Tamil Nadu. Okay. So Tamil Nadu people eager to know about Hindi language. They have interest to learn this Hindi
Yeah,
language.
yeah, yeah. Definitely spoken. Yes.
Hmm. And I have
Yeah.
heard very first time because mostly whenever I came across with the South Indian people, they always talk in their native language. They don't talk Hindi. Even they don't know how to speak Hindi, right?
Yeah, yeah. Most of them don't know. Yeah, yeah, that's true.
So what
Mhm.
about the teaching in Hindi? Most of the people eager to learn Hindi are just few people.
No, at least I have around 30, 35 to 40 in my class. So I have different batches for them, different age groups. So each of them have their own requirement. Somebody just for the sake of, like when you go out of South, you need to, when you are traveling, you need to manage by speaking the local language. Isn't it? All said and done, Hindi is the local language all over India. So, and students who finish their studies and or they for their studies they go to other places and for work purpose they go out of South. Then they need to know the local language to mingle with the other people there. So that's how.
Yes, ma'am. I have one question regarding Hindi
Yeah.
language. So
Mm.
what do you think? Hindi language is our national language? Is it right?
It is one of our official languages as far as I know.
Hmm. But when I was child, that moment I read somewhere. It means
Yeah, yeah.
Hindi is
But
our
you see,
national language. And
yeah, but
hmm,
now it is said that it is one of the uh, हिंदी राजभाषा है. More than राष्ट्रभाषा, राजभाषा है. That means the government correspondence happens in Hindi. Yeah,
okay, so learning English, you speak in English as well. So
yeah, yeah.
how did thoughts come in your mind? Okay, I should speak English as well, along with your native language and Hindi, right?
English I learned
Since
from
your,
school.
since your, since your
Yeah,
childhood, you have been.
yeah. Since my childhood, I have learned. So I actually, I don't know that I didn't sit and learn separately. So since it was learned in childhood, it just like I don't know whether I didn't struggle much. That much I remember since I have learned it from school days. So it just happened. And then later on also I worked. So I always had English environment. I had to speak English. So I was always in touch with English.
It
So
means
that helps. Yeah.
you come from an English medium school, right?
Huh. Yeah. Yeah. But that alone doesn't mean that anybody who comes from English medium school doesn't mean that we can also speak English because entirely speaking is different. Most of us know how to read and write, but still speaking is not as perfect as reading and writing for us. So
Hmm.
it's the speaking environment, how much you speak and how much you practice the language speaking.
Speaking is very important. Yes, I know.
Yeah,
So when you were a student, that moment environment at their school was in English.
yeah, yeah. We
The
always spoke in English.
teacher
Yeah,
also
yeah.
talked in English, right?
Yes, teacher also spoke in English.
But
Yes.
mostly, if I talk about in your when you were a student, that moment I would say it's very daunting task to find English medium school, right? And that moment, if you find any English medium school, that moment people also don't talk in English. That moment did not talk in English. And even though if you find in this time English medium school, so if you find, suppose if you find an English medium school, proper English medium school, that moment you can see very rarely teachers speak in English. Most of the English medium school, but uh, it means if you go through in deep English medium school, then you can find people are very eager to learn this language, and
Yeah,
always
yeah.
teachers have insist the student, okay, you have to speak English. English is mandatory to speak. Very few
Yes.
schools only, but most of the school don't provide lots of English environment in this time also, right? I feel you must have been your environment also has been
Uh,
English, right? At your
yeah,
home.
yeah. Not at home. No, no, no. At home, we strictly spoke our native language. Because, see, I was only born in South. I was raised in the North. Because my father was in Madhya Pradesh. He was working in Madhya Pradesh. So, up until my
Oh,
marriage, I was in North. And we stayed in the part of Madhya Pradesh where at that time it was a very backward area. And education, especially women education and all, was not that much. And there were not many good schools or even English medium schools. That is the reason why my father put me in a boarding school. I did my schooling from Maharashtra because he wanted me
Maharashtra.
to get, yeah, my parents were very keen that I get a very good education. So they put me in Maharashtra in a boarding school. When I was 10 years old, I was sent to a boarding school. Though my mother felt very bad that I'm sending my 10-year-old daughter, she's too young. But then she knew that it is for my own good, because only if we have a proper base can you can build then later on that. The base, proper base is very, very, very essential, a strong base. So I went to a convent school, a convent Christian mission school, where it was very strict. The sisters, they were sisters, they're nuns, they were very strict. They taught us not only the subjects but also good manners, etiquettes, everything. So we had to speak even at school, and after we came back from school, and even in the boarding school, the hostel, we had to speak English only. So that way, it was a blessing in disguise for me that I
Oh,
got used to it. Yeah, I got used to the language. Yeah. So it was for my own good. Now I am reaping the benefits.
that's great.
Yeah.
And if I talk about Hindi language, so thought, how did thoughts come in your mind? Okay, I should teach Hindi language despite being a South Indian lady.
Yeah, that is because I was raised in the north, no? So I had this Hindi environment. I was brought up in the Hindi environment and I could speak the language very well. And I studied Hindi in school as my second language. But I was working. I was not in this field at all. I was working in market research. So once, that was getting very hectic because it had a lot of travel. So after a point of time, I was feeling very, I couldn't manage all that much because my parents were with me. They took care. I only have one son, so they took care of my son. But then once they were getting older, I couldn't leave them and then travel, outstation travel and all. So then I thought that let me take a back seat. Let me, like quit this and look for something from home, some option. Because I know that I'm not the type who can sit at home. I'm by nature, I'm very ambitious. So my husband suggested that since you know Hindi, so why not try your hand at Hindi? There will be good response. So I just started off. Didn't know whether it will take off or not, but it took off. And from there, no looking back. That's it.
That's great.
Yeah.
And I hope, what will you think about English language? Will you be a teacher of English language in future?
Yeah, I need to speak both. I make them understand Hindi via English. So I need to speak to them in English. Every day I speak in English. Yeah,
Or
because
are
the
you
grammar
thinking?
part I have
Are
to
you
teach them
thinking?
via English grammar. So knowingly,
Still you
unknowingly,
speak.
yeah. Yeah, because I
It's
have to
good.
make them understand the grammar, Hindi grammar. For that, I take the help of English grammar because they know English. They are taught English in school. So they know the English grammar. So when I tell them that what is Sangya, they will not know what is Sangya. I will tell them Sangya means noun. So I'll have to get into, speak English. And so that way I am in touch with it every day.
Mm. That is great thing. And because I have been watching you a very long time, that's why I thought I was thinking about you. You must be a teacher of English and you must be teaching English language. But when I watched one video where you mentioned, okay, you are a Hindi teacher and you teach Hindi as well.
Yeah.
That's how I knew about you. Okay, you are a Hindi teacher, and being a South Indian lady and you teach Hindi, it's a very honorable thing. I think it's a very
Yeah.
good thing,
Yeah.
right?
Everybody tells
People
me that.
think
Yeah.
about because I have because most of the time I have come across with the South Indian ladies and people. That moment they don't. If I talk, do you know Hindi language? They their answer would be no. I don't know how to speak Hindi at all. So
I,
this is the
just,
reason I. Mhm.
just today afternoon, I saw an ad in YouTube for Cadbury's. I don't know how new it is. I have seen it for the first time. There'll be this four, five ladies sitting, and then one lady will come and join them. They'll be just sitting and gossiping. One lady will come and join them. That lady is a South Indian. So she can't speak Hindi. So these people will be speaking in Hindi. She will say, Mera Hindi toda toda, she will say. So, so then what will happen is one lady, she doesn't know English at all, but just to feel that, make that lady feel comfortable, she'll start talking in broken English because that lady cannot understand Hindi. So it's such a nice ad where you are, understanding the other person and accommodating according to their need. It was really nice. Then she will start talking in Hindi and the other English, and the others will also start talking in broken English.
Yes,
It's
yes,
nice. It's a nice thing. Yeah.
yes. Of course.
Yeah.
And
We
I'm
need to be
one.
empathetic, isn't it? We need to be empathetic. Understand, be sensitive to others' needs and understand also.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. And one more question I have about you. Why you don't think about YouTube channel? Because you speak Hindi very well, you speak English very well, you have two
Yeah.
skills. However, you don't think about YouTube. Just you go with another YouTube channel. So
Yeah.
my question would be why you don't
Not.
think about
Yeah.
on your YouTube channel
Yeah.
should be.
The answer is I am fully tied up with my classes. To have a channel, you need to dedicate time for it. One is
Yes,
content
of
creation,
course.
and then two is the technical part. Both requires a lot of time. And my time is, I am tied up around from morning till evening. I have different batches. So whenever in between I get time, I would love to converse with people. I know that then I'll not be able to manage this because it will become very hectic because you need to upload every day and you need to look for good content just for the sake of, giving. You cannot post any video. It should have some value. It should be of value to somebody. And then the technical thing, editing, all that requires a lot of time. I know.
Mm,
So that, yeah, at
only
least right now, no. Yeah.
making content is easy task. We can make a content easily. We can make a conversation video easily. But when it comes to uploading and editing, these things take a time a lot. And
Yes.
being a homemaker, And if you are a teacher, and as you mentioned, you are a working woman, you teach
Yeah,
students. At the moment, it's very daunting task to
won't be.
save
Yeah,
your time. Right?
yeah, yes. Because this is the time I get for myself. Almost after 9, when all my chores are done, and uh, so then imagine I can't sit every day and work at this time, for editing and all. It becomes very tedious for me. I know it will become very tedious. So I don't want to get into that, because once you get into it and you can't do it, you will feel bad. Then you will get yourself pressurized unnecessarily. So all that, I think I can avoid. That is why. That's why.
Taking rest is very essential for our health, right?
Yeah.
Throughout the day, if you do keep working, if you do your hard work, it's also sometimes not doesn't work, right?
Yes.
Taking rest is very important, and I would say you are doing hard work in this age also, and you have a passion to learn this language. It
Yes.
means I
Yes.
think I think you know very well this skills how to speak English. You know very well. However, you are speaking with the people on others' channel.
Yeah.
I would say it's your passion, dedication towards
Yes.
this language,
Yes.
right? This is the reason you have been connecting the people
Yes.
very long time. Um,
Yeah. Not
so
only language, I
that's
love
how.
connecting with people, talking to people, getting to know people, and getting to know things from
Yeah.
them. So that I love very much. That is why.
Yeah, that's how I we all learners like me and others learners also listen you very good English from your side. I would say it's a very helpful for all learners when you listen you, I would say. And I hope if you create your channel in future, if you will have time, then it would be good
Yeah.
for all
Yeah.
learners, right?
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
I know it takes time and it's we need
Yes.
lots of time apart from your household work and your
Yeah.
busy schedule. You have to save your time for your channel.
Yeah.
It is not an easy task to creating your
Yes.
channel and work regularly. Yes, I know very well. Okay, ma'am.
My
And
household chores aren't much. I am not, because we are just the three of us, and my son is working elsewhere. So only my husband and I. So household work isn't that much. But my classes are throughout, you know. So that keeps me busy on my toes. That is why. And I enjoy it. I enjoy it. So without it, I don't know. I can't imagine myself now. Mhm.
yes, if you don't enjoy your work, then you would not have been giving your time.
Correct.
Definitely, you enjoy your work. That's why you have been busy with your work.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know. It's the right thing. Because I have been doing my work on my YouTube channel because I have interest to learn this language. That is the reason despite being a busy schedule, however, I save my time for my channel because
Correct.
I have interest in this language to learn. Some somehow I have to learn, and no matter I'm very busy in my day-to-day life, however, I have to learn. I have to connect with the people on my channel. So this is
Correct.
my passion, right?
Correct. 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 Yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
I
Anything
knew
else?
lots of I knew lots of things from your side. Oh, super, ma'am. I enjoyed this session a lot with you. And it is today's my means overall at night I'm talking with you. And I would say before sleeping, I met with you. I would say my whole night would be very good. And I'm very glad.
Same here. Same
Long
here.
time
Same.
after long time, I've met
Yeah.
with you.
Same
This is
here.
my pleasure. I have met with you. And yeah, ma'am, thank you so much being on my channel and giving your precious time. And I hope I
Okay.
will connect with you soon, very soon.
Sure. Sure.
And my
Sure.
once again, ma'am.
And all the
Thank
best for your channel and for your English journey. Bye.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Bye
Good
bye.
night.
Good night.